Hello. Well, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Mrs. Cassidy Pocock. What's up, Hillside? We finally got married. So we had an awesome weekend. It was so fun to have family and friends come in, and after having to downscale and deal with a lot of hiccups that came up due to the pandemic, we finally got there and made it happen. And it was small, but it was perfect. And yeah, we had a great time. And so I was. Um, just overjoyed to have everybody there and friends and family around, all in the same place, especially after having been, more isolated over the last few months. And one of the things that I was um, really struck by was particularly with my bridesmaids. And I was, laughing afterwards. I had said, before you're ever in a wedding, you look at bridesmaids and you're like, oh, that's nice and fun. Your bridesmaids or having your friends there next to you. And then but I also kind of thought, it's kind of odd. Like, what do they really do? Then when you're in a wedding, you kind of start to understand the importance of their role. Then you're the bride, and you realize that next to the bride and groom, your bridesmaids are kind of everything. Like, I can't imagine having made it through all of those things without them. Having them there to just love and support me through the hiccups or whatever, and they each kind of did it in their own individual way. So that in different circumstances, I needed different things, and they were there to make it all happen. Um, and in particular, four of the girls were friends that I have long histories with from high school, growing up in church, college roommates, or whatever it may be. And so those in particular stood out to me. Some of the things were one of them is just the most excitable, positive people you'll ever meet. Her name is Sydney, and it was like every time that another hiccup came that was pandemic, I got a phone call. There was a technical difficulty with the flowers, or the girls called me, the power is out on your entire block while we're getting ready for the reception or the rehearsal dinner. Um, but in the midst of all of that, all I had to do for just a moment of joy, a smile, a laugh, and to lighten the mood was look at Sydney, and she provided that. Or another of my friends from high school and growing up in church, her name is Jess, and she is a hopeless romantic, and I can be, much less in tune to that stuff. And so she totally had me just slowing down and taking it all in and seeing the beauty in all the little things and all the little moments. And that was so key. And another one of my friends, Corinne, who is my go get it done friend. No matter what was happening, I knew that she would keep track of what needed to be done. She would take the initiative. She would get the ball rolling, and it was all going to get taken care of. And she was going to just take that weight off my shoulders. Or my best friend, Reagan, she said it so well in her speech. She said, "You're the person that I want to be with when I want to be alone." And I thought that is so perfect. Are just the things that we've been through, the way that she just understands me when I'm with her. It's just an instant sense of like comfort and peace. So no matter what, um, if it was the things going wrong or being a more of an introverted person and maybe just getting, overwhelmed by having all of these people around all the time and having to be go, 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 just taking those little moments of sitting with her or running an errand just with her just brought me that total peace and comfort in the midst of that. And I think one of the things about that I realized is how they are all those little things that they provide for me and the way that I relate to them are like little glimpses of different characteristics of Jesus or God and how He cares for and provides for us. And, in that God is our ultimate source of joy, or He created all these beautiful things and wants us to just delight in it and take it in His creation, or how He provides and takes the weight off of our shoulders of it taking responsibility for things. And he is the Prince of Peace, and gives us comfort and counsel. Um, and and this is true not just these things, but all kinds of people in my life. I can look at little ways that they are just representations of different pieces of Christ in my life. And that's so cool. And also how that is a biblical in the sense of um, how we kind of can be that for other people as well. In Romans 8:29, it says that we're being conformed to the image of his son. So we're being made to look like Jesus, which is what these girls were for me, and what so many more people were for myself and for Cole this weekend. Um, and Second Corinthians 3:18 also says that we're being transformed into the same image from one degree of glory to another. And so through his spirit, he's making us, we reflect the glory of God. And so a couple of things on this. One is take some time to think about the people that are in your life and the people around you, what they are to you and how they represent Christ to you, and reach out to them, tell them that. I think that's really encouraging, and they will appreciate knowing how they're loved. And then also reflect on how you're getting that, or how Jesus provides that for you as well. And then also think about ways that you can be that image of Christ for other people around you. And yeah, I just thought that was really cool. And so I'm super excited to be coming back to service, at least with some of you. And hopefully, over the next few weeks, we'll get to see all of you at different services. And eventually, we'll be able to have more people. And so yeah, stay tuned. Keep checking our pages. We'll be putting up pretty soon a link to reserve your spot for the in-person service. So keep in touch, and can't wait to see you all. Have an awesome day.